Good morning, guys. Summer here, owner of Greensboro Downtown Yoga, coming to you live today from the studio. Just a quick reminder before we jump into today's CounterFlow Yoga class to subscribe to our channel using the little link below, and then make sure you hit that bell button so that you can get notified when we go live, when we post new content, anything you can know about what's going on in the Greensboro Downtown Yoga YouTube world. Yay! Also, we would love it if you are inspired or empowered through our classes to donate to using our donation link below. We are a small business that shut down completely because of COVID-19, and any support that you can give to the studio will help us maintain studio operating costs and help us reopen once all this craziness is done. So appreciate anything that you do there. So today we are doing CounterFlow Yoga, which is my program that I created, and it's an idea is how to counter the postures that we as 21st century Americans deal with on a daily basis, which is very hunched and rounded over. It's a lot of really tight hips. And we do so much pushing in traditional yoga that I want to focus a lot on expansion. So you're going to see that through our movement practice today. And you'll notice from week to week as you do this, there's a lot of consistency in what we do, but there's also elements that shift and change. So I highly encourage you to go back and do previous classes and to join us weekly to see the evolution and how the class continues to evolve. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. One thing I would recommend you do for this class is set your mat up so that you are sideways to me, because we'll be doing a lot in this position today, and it'll just make a little bit more sense for you to be face on to me. Okay? That said, we are going to start with our feet right under our hips. And I want you to shut your eyes and just start to sway back and forth. In this sway, you feel all 10 toes on the ground, and then maybe they lift off. You can get a little lift of your heel, whatever it is for you. Maybe you sway side to side. Allow your whole body to get into the sway. Continue that. All week, here at GDY, we've been focusing on the idea of the new normal, a line that's being said a lot in this COVID-19 era. And I've really been thinking about that and expanding it. And today, we're going to take that even a little further, using a line from one of my favorite songs, which I'll share at the end, that says, "We never played by the rules." So think about that. Hold still. You're going to lift up all 10 toes and then place them on the ground. And then lift one heel and the other. Lift and lower. So we're trying to get just a little bit of movement into our heels, into our feet. Find that place where you really lift your heel. And then you're going to start to lift and lower. As you do, you just drop a hip into this. Maybe your eyes are still shut. I call this the sassy hip, though, because we want to start to get just a little bit of that hip going side to side. So one of the things with CounterFlow Yoga in general is that we invite you to be curious. How can you be curious into these movements in a way that feels a little bit unusual? You're going to lift up high on both toes and then press your heels down to the ground. So you lift and you go. Use your breath. Big deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale high. Exhale. Keep doing that. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your heels. Inhale. Exhale. As you do this now, you're going to take your hands and flick. So you're flicking stuff out your hand. And maybe your elbows bend, maybe your hand stays straight. You find a way that you start to move this. And you're getting this little bit of impact. So this is great because you're actually getting some bone strengthening just by letting those heels fall. 2. Last one. Now lift your right heel and your left heel. And as you do this, roll your shoulders and roll. So you're getting great big shoulders. We're moving through our feet and we're starting to get that sassy hip. And now you reach down side to side. Notice that just this kind of shift. And I'm looking down into my hand. One thing that's going to be so important today is our movement of our head and how we can actually look to where we're going throughout this. One more. Now, take your feet a little wider and you're going to rotate and swing. And just let your arms go. Allow yourself to, I don't know if you can hear it, but my arms are hitting my hands are hitting my arms with some vigor. Start to add your feet to that. So now you get this full rotation. Big part of this too is being courageous. So looking silly, doing things that you might not normally do, breaking those rules, all takes courage, right? And that is what we want in this class. That's 1 and center. Now give a big reach up, inhale. You're going to move them over with your arch. Inhale. Exhale, reach up tall. As you come down, your wrist circle. Do that again. Big lift high. Now notice I bend the knee as I reach down. That's my pathway. Maybe you have a totally different pathway. As you come down, lift 1 heel at a time. Again, big reach high and lengthen to the side. Feel that. Look up to your hands as you reach to the sky. And circle down. Now keep the wrist and the feet moving. Reach and reach. Look up with your head. And now look to the other side as you go down. Just do that one more time. So you're getting movement into your wrist. Maybe your fingers start to move that. And then look down. Bring your hands together behind your back. Open your chest. Big deep inhale. Lift your arms high. Reach over to the side. Inhale tall. Exhale, lengthen. Reach up. Squeeze your hands together behind your back. Get that great long expansion across your chest. Inhale, reach high. Look to your hands. Exhale your hands to your thighs. Look into your belly. And then arch, look to the sky. Oh, such a great movement into your spine. Roll yourself up. Let's do that again. Find this reach. Be okay if it looks totally different than how mine looks. Because that is finding your creativity. Maybe you still want to lift your heels. Rise up. Exhale, cat-cow. One more time, just like this. You get this great big reach. Feel expansive. We spend so much of our day hunched over chairs, over computers, sitting in chairs, that this moment of chest expansion should feel amazing. Lift high, come down. Big area of focus for this class is balance. So as you roll up right here, Lift your right leg. Ooh. Now sit your weight down into a chair. Sit. Lift your left leg. Oh, press both toes into the floor. Lift. And lower. One more time. And sit low. Now reach high. Inhale. Let's do that little side stretch. Lift. Find your pathway, guys. Be a little different. Be okay breaking some rules today. Oh, as long as you are safe and moving, I am happy. Lift your chest. Roll up. Lift your right leg. Ooh, hold right there. Hold. Now you're going to open that foot out to the side and come back in. I'm going to turn so you can see this. I open and I close. I come up. Oh, notice, okay, so my foot, it's turning out and then coming right back to parallel. My arms are circling with my leg. Let's do one more. Come back in. Big reach high. You know this movement. Reach to the side. Maybe your heel lifts this time. Ooh. Come back up. Interlace your hands. Get more expansion this time. See where you can reach. Lift high. Cat-cow. Look in. Look up. Roll up. As you do, your left foot reaches off the ground. We open and we close. Can we add arms to that? Open. These arms are just ways to get your shoulders to move. Our shoulders are meant to move through 360 degrees of rotation. Yet because of our postures throughout the day, they don't. Lift. So you're getting this great movement into your hip joint here. Last one. Big lift high. Reach over. Lift up. Notice I did the opposite heel this time because it's all about being creative, exploring your movement. Lift high. Cat-cow. Come all the way up. Reach the right leg high. Open. Close. Now lift your leg high. Hold. Hold, hold, hold. Take the leg. Reach behind you. Find this long reach. So the back leg is straight. The front knee is bent. Lift up high. Reach back. I'm bending into the front leg. Reach out. And lengthen. Notice that you will wobble. And that is so much part of the fun of this that I want you to find today, is the wobble. One more. Hold high. Hold high. Hold. Open up over the fence. So squat over the fence. One more time. Over the fence. Reach up high. Inhale. Side bend. Ooh. Lift. We are in the last couple times of getting to do this move. So maybe you start to reach back a little more with your hands. You get that little back bend. Lift up high. Cat-cow. Look in. Arch, look to the sky. As you roll up, lift your left leg. One time over the fence. Look up. Lift your leg high to center. And now reach your leg back. Find that long line and come up. Now you might notice on me, I don't go as low on this side. I have a pin and 3 cadaver ligaments in my left ankle. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? A little bionic. It just prevents me. You might notice something similar on you. Hold this one up. Over the fence. Over. And in. Over. And in. Last time. Reach your arms high. Lift. This is the last time you are doing this. So find the movement. Find the expansion. Lengthen and get a little back bend. Come together. Squeeze your hands. Open your chest. Inhale. Exhale, inhale. You should be feeling this great movement in your spine. Roll up as you do your right leg lifts. Let's go over the fence. Come back in. Lift your arm. Reach behind you. Lift high. Can you find that moment of balance challenge where you go from here to big deep exhale? Breathe. Find it. One more. Reach. Lift. Sit low into chair. Sit your weight back. One heel at a time. Lift and lower. And lower. Just two more. You're trying to sit your weight down. Hands reach forward. Lift up as you do. Your left foot comes up over the fence. Back in. Lift up high. Reach back. Tap. And up. Now can you touch the same spot on your leg each time? Lengthen. And I just have one more opportunity. Hold. Sit your weight down. Find chair. Now lift both heels off the ground. Squeeze your shoulders together. Hold. This is going to become important, this lift of our heels and this type of movement in a little while. Lower yourself just a little more. Come all the way up to standing. I'm turning to see you. Big deep inhale, lift your right leg. Ooh, and stretch to the side. So it's that dynamic balance segment. If you're noticing when you're moving between positions, look over your left shoulder. So your right leg is extending out. You're looking over the left shoulder. One more. Now that same move we were just doing, extend your leg behind you. Lift up, but each time I'm finding a spot on my leg to tap, and it's the exact same spot. Reach. Last one. New place. You're going to reach the leg in front of you. It's like you are scooping up some flowers. At least that's what makes me think of. I think that's my ballet training inside of me. It's like, look. Hold. Open your leg up. Tree. Open your arms. We went from dynamic moving balance to static hold. There's a little bit more in this series, but we're going to do it on the other leg. Lift your leg back to center. Sit low in the chair. Lift up high. Okay, let's find the other side. Left leg extends. Look over your right shoulder. Be curious with yourself. Can you go a little deeper on this side? Can I be creative in my pathway of my arms? Can I be courageous and move it further? Go behind you. Be courageous in the way that you go and allow the teeter-totter. In life, we are often told not to fail. Failure's bad, right? I mean, we learn that from such a young age. But I think balance is such a sign of, like, can we fail and be okay with it? Come center, let's scoot forward. Because we are going to go off balance. We are going to find these moments where standing on one foot is tough. And that is so much that going against the rules, right? Being told to fail, and that's what I want you to try. Let's hold true. Meaning if this is really hard for you, do it. Don't take the easy way out and kickstand. You absolutely have to do it. But if you can take just a little bit onto your leg, you will be pushing yourself in new dimensions. Bring your leg back up. Sit low in your chair. We're going to add into that. Lift your right leg. Go out to the side, look over your shoulder. Lift up, go behind you. Reach back. Reach high. Come in front of you. Lift up to tree. Take your leg, it's going to cross behind you. You tap your toe. Come back up, go behind you again. Notice I'm getting this little rotation around my body. That is such an important part of what we do in this class. We find this rotation around our spine because we don't get it enough in life. Hold up. Open your arm and leg out to the side. Find this falling star. Hold. Now, can you reach your hand even more to the floor? I think you can. Maybe you start to teeter. Maybe you start to fall. And that's that courage that we're taking. Big deep inhale. Ooh, I fell. Sit wide chair. Arms come down. Press open with your knees. Now maybe you can sit lower or you stay high. Let's all stay high actually right now. Lift up high. Reach your left foot. Step out. Inhale, come behind you. Lift up. Pull your abdominal muscles in tight. Come to tree. Okay, let's cross. And lift. Ooh, find that beauty of the moment. Notice we can find that length of our arms. Can you imagine someone were pulling your fingers? Oh, and making you go further. One more time. Lengthen. Hold. Open up to falling star. Lift. It is really truly called that because it is this star where we want to start to find that angle. Find your limit and allow yourself to go just a little further. Inhale, come up tall. Exhale, sit in the narrow chair. Okay. Here's where we're going. One time each pose, one breath to one movement. Inhale, right leg. Exhale to the side. Inhale. Exhale behind you. Maybe your foot in front of you stays off the ground. Tree. Inhale. Exhale, cross. Ooh. Come up. Falling star. Ooh. Come up in. Chair. Narrow. Left side. Inhale. Look over your right shoulder. Come up. I want you to explore the pathways of movement. The way that you can go a little deeper. Tree. Cross. Lift. Ooh. Falling star. Ooh. Truly fell. And that was me going to my head. I was being courageous. Lift up high. Sit low. We're going to do it one more time each side. Holding chair. And I want you to go for it. Courage for me is being okay falling on a live stream video that's going to live forever on the internet, right? It's okay. You be courageous. Big deep inhale, right leg lifts. Extend to the side. Get lower to the back. Reach high to the front. Scoop. Tree. Lift. Look to your hands. Ooh, cross behind you. Inhale. Falling star. Reach down. Come up. Inhale. Chair. Last time. Make it your best, guys. Breathe. Reach. Say creativity takes courage. Courage takes vulnerability. Vulnerability is finding our true self. Our true self goes against the norm. Inhale. Sit low to chair. We did that, guys. Great job. Dynamic balance is tough, especially if you don't practice balance. Inhale, reach your arms high. Take your feet just a little bit wider. You're going to do that same rotation from earlier. Swing your arms. Now, today, we're going to do some sways. If you feel that this is a better place for you when we go into these deep lateral swings, then this is where I want you to come back. Okay? Deal? We're going to do what's called a lasso arm. Take your left arm, circle it around your head, and then make a little swipe. So it's a circle and a swipe. I don't know why, but it makes me think of a discus throwing, because it's about throwing that back hip in. And I want you to find the creativity in how you do this. You know, I think this is such an example of how can we go against the norm? How can we go and find ourselves? One more. Now, big deep inhale, rise. Arch your back, so we're coming right here. Back bend. Oh, lift up high to the sky. Sit your weight down into this wide leg chair. The knees are out. Chest is up. Big deep inhale, rise. You're gonna lift your right heel, rotate your body and swing over. Come back up, arch your back. Swing, lift it, arch. So notice my body is giving this kind of whoop, and then I come tall. And tall. And tall. One more time each side. The sway of your body. Feel the air. Hold high. Sit low. Take the feet wide. Right. Lift up high with lasso arms. Left arm. Right arm. One more each side. Last time. Big deep inhale, rise. Lift your right heel. Swing over. Center tall. Find that power pose. Swing. Stay. Sit low. Hands on the inside. Press out on your knees. We're going to do that series 2 more times. Big deep inhale, rise. Take your left arm. Circle it around. Swing. One more each side. Find the rotation in the middle of your body. Big lift high. Lift your right heel. Swing over. And high. Left side. It's about letting go of the control. Come back center. Sit low. Press out from your knees. Because we are people who are struggle to let go of control. And I want this to be about just movement. Don't worry about how it looks. Be safe and move in your way. Rise up, inhale. Left arm, circle and swing. This is my lasso. Maybe your lasso looks totally different. Last one. Lift up high. Right heel swings and up. Left heel swings and rise. Over. And up, last one. Come back up. Lift. Big deep inhale, your hands come together. Step your feet together. I'm turning so you can see this. Lift your back, little baby back bend. Ooh. Now maybe your hands come to your lower back. Right here. Lift your chest. Come back tall. Lift your chest. So it's this lifting of your mid-back and this arch into your spine. Come down into a cat. Look up. So it's this pose, this position, the cow, but standing, okay? Lift up high. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, sit to chair. Exhale, low. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arch. Inhale, center. Exhale, chair. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arch back. Inhale, sit in the chair, hold chair. Lift your heels. So I told you this was going to come back today. Squeeze your shoulder blades as you lower your weight down to the floor. Your heels and your butt are now touching. We are in this low position. It's a great time to grab water if your water is right there. Now, anytime we're in this, you might want to take a balance moment and hug your knees. Be grateful for your small, tiny position. Lower or lift, straighten your legs, roll up one vertebrae at a time, arms lift. Exhale, back bend. Find your arch. Inhale, exhale, chair. Lift your heels. Small bow. Bring your hands behind you. Sit onto your heels, lift your legs. Eventually, if you can do that without touching the floor, that's amazing. My ankle won't let me, but I commend every single one of you. Lift your chest. Arms are straight. Big deep inhale. Reach your legs away and then hug it. Reach away. So we're finding this abdominal work. But by lengthening our chest, stay tall. One more time. Now come in. You're going to roll onto your back, rolling like a ball. Come to your shoulders and then sit tall. Maybe your toes touch the ground. Lift up, roll like a ball. And up. So we tuck our chin, we roll, and we stay. Hold. Big deep inhale. Exhale, roll back one time, and as you do, use the momentum to come back to your small ball. Lift yourselves up with your heels lifted. Inhale, lower your heels. Exhale, arch. Inhale. Yes, you're going again. Lift your heels. Sit low down to the ground. Find your spot. Find boat. 2 times. Lengthen. And come in. One more. Lengthen. Come in. Roll back twice. One time for fun. One time to use momentum to come to all fours. Or come to small ball, excuse me. Big deep inhale. Exhale, your right foot steps back and we lift to crescent. Ooh, wasn't that a fun little transition? Okay, crescent is such a common yoga position. It's a lunge as well. I want you to think about it a little bit differently today. This front knee is in line with your front heel. This back hip is pressed forward. We find that stretch. Now bring your hands to heart center and shut your eyes. Do you notice just by shutting your eyes, we are teetering? Yeah, do it. Teeter low. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, step or reach your hands back by your foot. Step your back foot to meet your front. Small ball. Left side, let's step the left foot back. Reach up. Oh, this is going to become a little bit more fluid here in a moment, but I want you to get those transitions. Hands closed. Shut your eyes. Can you see just a little bit lower? And you feel that stretch in your front hip. And by shutting your eyes and taking out that sense of balance, it all of a sudden makes us just teeter all over. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, by side your foot, step your back foot in, find small ball. So you might have to lift your hips higher and then lower, and that's perfect. Rise up as we inhale. Keep your heels lifted as high as you can. Maybe your heels touch. Lower your heels, exhale, arch your back. Inhale, tall. Chair. Lift. Lower. Boat. New move. Watch this. We're gonna lay all the way down. Your arms reach overhead. This is called a hollow plank. It's a lot of fun. You're gonna lift your arms and your legs off the floor. Notice the center of your body is completely attached to the floor. Now look over your right shoulder and roll onto your belly. Whew, yeah, you're gonna come off your mat. You okay with that? Now, you've got to use the momentum and your core to roll back onto your back. Big deep inhale. Exhale, roll. It's tough, I know. Let's roll to the other side. Rolling patterns are something I'm about to hit my foot. Something that in childhood we do a lot. Come in, boat. Right? We roll around as children all the time. And then when we get into adulthood, you're like, rolling is silly. But it's actually a lot of fun, and it's great forward. Let's try it one more time. Reach all the way out. Lengthen your arms and legs to the ground. Then you lift your arms and legs. Your head stays connected. You look to your side, and then lift your head. It's like your head and your arm connect. And you lower. And then to get back, you might find a place for your right hand on the floor. Kind of gives you some assist. Come into boat. Linking out long. Come roll to the left. Hollow plank. Place the left hand on the floor. Use it to assist. Boat. Notice if one side is harder than the other, right? It's the joys of our body. Roll back. You're going to find that as CounterFlow Yoga progresses and you progress with it, we just continue rolling patterns. Let's do one more. Rolling like a ball has been the one that we've been doing. Come up to small ball. But hollow plank, and there's many more rolling patterns that are so valuable to our deep, deep, deep core. Arch your back. This is the last one we do. Lift up, sit low into your exhale. Lift your heels. Exhale, sit down. Hands sit back. Find your boat. Lengthen away. Come into boat. Let's lengthen and then find a hollow plank. Roll to your right. Come off your mat. Be willing to break the rules of that we have to stay on our mat. Come up to boat. I know, it's scary, right? You're like, I'm not on my mat. What's going to happen? Nothing. Come back. Boat. 3 rolls. 3 rolling like a ball. 2 for fun, to massage your back. 3rd one brings you through to small ball. Step your right foot back. Lift up crescent. Exhale, eyes shut. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, you reach forward. So this should look familiar, right? We've been in this place today where we have this long line from head to shoulder. Big deep inhale. Exhale, your back foot comes to the ground, warrior 2. Press out with your front knee. Inhale, sweep your arm around. Big back bend. Find the arch. Look as far back as you can. Exhale, hands beside you. Left foot steps back. Rise up. Can you do this with your eyes shut? Ooh. One time I challenged myself, could I do an entire yoga class with my eyes shut? It was tough. Inhale. Sit lower. Sometimes they say, don't shut your eyes because it makes it so that your balance is thrown, but you're also internalizing and not seeing everything around you. You know what? I think it's sometimes the best thing you can do. Open up warrior two. Push your knee out. Sit lower. Keep your eyes shut. They are. Inhale, sweep back to center. Arch your back. So you get that same back bend that we've been doing. Exhale, hands beside foot. Step your back foot in to meet your front. Lift your heels, small ball. Enjoy small ball. It's the last time you're here. Lower your heels, lift your hips, and one vertebrae at a time. Roll yourself up to standing. Roll your shoulders back. Step your feet back. Wide position. Toes out. Big deep inhale. Exhale. Sit your elbows towards your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Keep doing that. I have got to grab some water, guys. You don't need to know that. That sounds gross. I should say allergies are lots of fun, right? Exhale. So moonflower. Bringing our elbows to our shoulders, to our thighs. And each time, look over your shoulder. Look over. And center. This is probably one of my favorite parts of class. This little series right here. And I find it to be very freeing. So lift up high. Sunflower. For sunflower, you're going to sweep down and then swipe up. You're sweeping your hands on the floor. You're getting this little double bounce. In a traditional sunflower, it's like place and place. But I'm asking you to be free in the moment. I'm asking you to sway your body and let go of control. Because why not? One more time. Come up, sit low. We've been here before. Arms reach high and long and away from us. Bring your hands in a fist. Find that tension. How many times in your day do you feel that tension, right? Inhale. Exhale, open your hands and throw something. Inhale. Exhale, throw. Use your breath. You can probably hear mine. Let me hear yours through the camera. One more time. Big deep inhale. Sweep your arms high. Moonflower. Inhale, sunflower. Reach up. 5-point star, throw the glitter. Yes, one more time, throw some glitter. Reach up high. Open up to warrior two. Find this place. We were here already today. Find the long expansion between your heel and your front foot. Sit lower. Inhale, come to center. Turn your foot in. Exhale, open your foot out to the other side. Warrior two on the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, moonflower. One breath per movement. Inhale, moonflower. Sunflower, oh my goodness. 5-pointed star, sit. Knuckles, exhale, throw. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, 5-point star, open up to center. Exhale. Inhale, moonflower, bend your knees. Inhale, sunflower, sweep. And sit low. Bring those knuckles in. Ooh, get some throw. Inhale. Exhale. Sometimes I feel like in yoga we're told we can't be mad, right? It's like, be happy, find the positive. Sometimes we just need to let go of some of that anger. Inhale, center. Exhale, warrior two. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Inhale. Moonflower. Inhale. Make your sunflower amazing. Rise, sit low. Knuckle your hands. Throw the glitter. Inhale. Now open up to warrior two. Bring your hands together behind your back. I'm going to turn so you guys can see this just a little bit better. So hands are behind my back. I'm still in that warrior two position. Press my shoulder blades together and lean forward into my front leg. It's called humble warrior. I'm going to turn back to you guys now. So this front shoulder is reached towards my knee. Think about all that chest opening we did in the beginning. How much can you let the chest open and squeeze your shoulders together? Release your hands to your lower back. Inhale, lift your arms high. Both legs straight to center. Exhale, warrior two to the other side. Find that long position. Hands come together behind our back. In our waist, squeeze and open. It's that back bend that we've done throughout the day. Exhale, reach forward. Lengthen your chest as your palms press towards each other. Bring your hands to your lower back. Lift your chest. Come up to center. Sit low. Arms open. Feel that expansion across your chest. Look up to the sky. Sink lower. Hands come to thighs. You're going to rotate, look over your back shoulder. Find that great spinal twist. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. You find this in your pattern. The way that feels good to you. If you've noticed, one of the things with this class is the avoidance of being on our wrist. I know for so many of us, our wrists get really tight from all the days. But what we do instead is we find ways to open up the wrist joints. And that's what something like this is doing. It's opening the wrist, it's opening the shoulders and chest. Last one. Come back to center. Lift your arms up high, legs to the shoulder. Bend low into goddess. Reach your right arm overhead, left arm to the other knee. Come tall. 5-point star. Exhale, reach into cross. Now, one of the big challenges with this is that you have to keep your knees over the center of your foot. If your knees are falling in a lot, that's actually a lot of pressure into your knees, and I don't like that. You know, I say be creative and do things your way. That might mean you come much more narrow and not as low. Safety, even when I'm asking for creativity. Come all the way up. Exhale, reach. Now turn your back foot in, warrior two. Front arm onto front leg. Extended side angle. Open your chest. Even if you've done extended side angle 150,000 times, I want you to keep your arm on your leg. Okay? Why? 2 reasons. 1, I want us to focus on the chest. The openness right here. And when we place our hand on the floor, oftentimes it becomes this. And that's not our goal. Second reason, we're trying to avoid putting pressure into our wrist. Lower down even more. Inhale, come to center. Gotta sit low. Inhale. Left side. Turn your back foot. Front foot goes parallel. Open up. Sit down into that leg. Press your chest. See behind you. Inhale, come up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink to the side rotation. Come up to goddess. Other side. Inhale. Warrior 2, open up. Hands come behind your back, humble warrior again. Hands clasp. This is the last time you're doing it on each side, so don't worry. You find your placement. Inhale, reach your arms up and circle into extended side angle. Look under your top arm. Inhale, set point start. Goddess. Feel your inner thighs as they open and stretch. That's what this series is so much about, is finding that expansion into your inner thighs and your hips. Humble warrior. Right here, as your shoulder and your knee try to come towards each other, and your chest reaches to the ground, your deep hip flexors are working well. Hands to back. Lift up, come into extended side. And shift your left side. Maybe this feels perfect for you. Or I'm going to go a little deeper. So you start to bring your hands to the mat and go into the Skandasana. Apparently my hips are really tight today. Woo. And that's kind of the cool thing with our bodies, is that each day is a little bit different, right? Some days my butt is all the way down to the floor. I can do this without a problem. Other days my hips are like, nope. And I spent a lot of time yesterday working on the website. And so I have tight hips. Hold this one to the front leg. Rotate around. Bend your back knee to the floor. Stretch back so your leg is straight. And then you move forward into this. Allow the knee to pass the center of your foot. If you have blocks or something to assist you to be higher, that's such a great feel in this class. Or if you want to be down here on the floor, please do. You gain this great dynamic stretch into your hamstring, which is so tight on most of us. Hold the next one forward. Lean more into this. Bend your back knee. Maybe bending your back knee is all you want to do. Or you can try to lift your chest and reach around and grab the foot. It's kind of a modified version of a mermaid. Lower your foot. Rotate back around. And let's walk over to the other side. So same thing. You shift forward and back. So with that shift of our weight, each time you're allowing movement into this ankle joint, a place that we don't think about a lot. And honestly, if I probably didn't have a really crummy ankle, who knows why I would. But I do know that ankle is part of what we call triple flexion and triple extension. It's the bending and straightening of our ankle and moving our hip. They should all simultaneously be able to do that. We will keep it steady. We will be the comfort. For any of you out there who might play sports or be an athlete or just really love jumping. I was the queen of jumping, loved to jump when I could. That triple flexion and triple extension is what gives us the power. For runners, it's what helps us explode faster. For cyclists, it's what pushes the pedal around. Hold this next one here. Bend your back knee. Reach around. Now, so today I'm really tight in squat, so I can tell I'm not going to be able to reach for that foot. So I'm just going to stay right here. Lower your foot. Let's turn back forward.
We will keep it steady. We will be the confetti.
Walk
If
your
we
feet
fail,
so they are
just
under your hips. Oh. Now, the wider you go is all based on your hips. The most important part of this is where your chest is and your heels. Heels are planted on the ground and your chest is open. Meaning, if you're here, great, you're here, but you're further expanding that posture that's so core in all of our daily lives. So we have to squeeze our chest together. Shut your eyes. Just be here.
Wondering where to start. This long overdue conversation.
If you're squirming and feeling uncomfortable, know that is American life. We have decreased our ability to do this by sitting in chairs, couches. Other cultures hang out like this all day. And we were like screaming at 10 to 30 seconds. Let's release. You're gonna come on to child's pose. Come into child's pose. Sit your hands back. Sit your hips back.
It's the heart that hurts the most, but I'm ready to let go. So now I think
the last place we are going today, onto your forearms. Your feet step behind you into a plank position. I want to just briefly touch on this because in coming weeks, it's going to be more and more integrated into class. So we're in a plank position. Palms are on the floor with hands in line with our shoulders. We press our hands into the mat. We pull our elbows so they're towards our belly and our heels go to the back of the room. Big deep inhale. Exhale, we lift our hips. Your feet walk just a little closer in dolphin. Exhale, sink back down. Lift your hips. One more time. Lift. Lower. Bend your knees. Child's pose. Sit back. Stay here in child's pose. Feel the reach of your fingers towards the front of the mat. The weight of your hips sitting back to your heels. Little by little, make our way to a seated position. Sit up tall. Eyes open or closed. We finish here. Being grateful for all that our body did for us today. I leave us today with this seated meditation opportunity to be inspired by the song that inspired the quote for today. Listen, embrace.
Staring back in time, The two of us intertwined, and your black boots walking fast next to mine. We were chasing the thunder inside the storm, running so wild outside the norm. And what remains, the two of us against the grain. Come out, wherever you are. I know you're there, I know you are. They called us crazy cause we never fit in. We never bothered keeping up with their trends. It didn't matter that we weren't on the list, cause we were misfits, we were misfits.
In life, how often have you gone against the grain and been told wrong? Instead of being fearful, take the chance to be that outsider and create beauty.
I saw you cry, cause the world has a way of tearing you down. Keeps you tied to the circus, paints you up like a clown. But I'm right here, day after day, year after year. So come out, wherever you are. I know you're there, I know you are. They call us crazy cause we never fit in. We never bothered keeping up with their trends. It didn't matter that we weren't on the list, cause we were misfits, we were misfits. And after all, we never played by the rules. We broke them all and found our own kind of cool. It didn't matter that we weren't on the list, cause we were misfits, we were misfits.
Doesn't matter what motivates you, what inspires you. For me, a song called Misfits by a heavy rock band called Shine Down inspired a yoga experience. They call me crazy for that. And that is what makes me me. That's what allows me to create these experiences that, they're not like your traditional yoga experiences. And for a while, I was really uncomfortable with that. And then I realized it's me. I love rock. I love country. I love being inspired by non-traditional things. So remember, don't wait up. Don't feel like you have to follow a certain trend. Be you in the moment in a way that inspires you to break some rules. I truly hope that you take that idea through the rest of your day into a new week and allow you to be you. Until next time, I'm Summer. Thank you.